Good evening to one and all. Hope you're having a fantastic day. On behalf of the Computer Society of India, a VIT student chapter, we extend a hearty welcome for the Symbl.ai 101 workshop, a high-level overview of Symbl.ai's conversation intelligence platform. I'm Arushi.
And I, Kaushal.
And we will be a host for the day as we go beyond basic text-to-speech and learn to deploy conversational intelligence.
Before we get the workshop rolling, we would like to thank Vellore Institute of Technology's management for their support and encouragement for organizing Symbl.ai 101. We extend our gratitude to Dr. C.D. Naiju, the Director of Student Welfare, and all the other student welfare directors. We also thank our faculty coordinators for their timely support of the Computer Society of India, Professor Senthil Kumar K.S. and Professor Govinda K.
The Computer Society of India, student chapter of VIT Vellore, is a non-profit student organization which brings together some of the best designers, developers, and tech enthusiasts who collaborate and organize various events, workshops, and hackathons every year with the motivation of pushing technology forward and fostering a community of tech enthusiasts.
Allow us to acquaint you with our speaker, Akanksha Bhasin, a technical community evangelist at Symbl.ai who's working in the Devspace. She's the founder of Women in India, Women in Voice India, a GHCI scholar, and a web and voice developer. Having more than 4 years of experience in building technical communities, she's impacted 2,000 plus developers. And today, she'll be guiding you as you embark on your journey to learn all about Symbl.ai's conversation intelligence platform and how to seamlessly integrate it into your voice or video applications.
You can put the skills you acquire today to test by participating in Devspace 2022. Yes, CSI's annual developers conference is back. And this year, Symbl.ai is offering $30,000 worth of API credits, $450 worth of Amazon gift cards, along with a plethora of swags to the best projects that make use of their conversation intelligence platform at the hackathon.
Registrations for Devspace are now open. So head on over to devspace.csi-vit.com and register for more workshops, keynotes, and the hackathon Devspace 2022. We now hand over the spotlight to Akanksha to get Symbl.ai 101 underway. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the warm introduction. So let me share my screen. Is my slides visible? Can you please confirm?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
that's awesome. So let's get started with Symbl 101. Hi everyone, I'm Akanksha Bhasin, Technical Community Evangelist and Advocate at Symbl.ai. And as team has already introduced me, and you can also follow me on my Twitter handle as well as on LinkedIn. So today's workshop, we will discover what Symbl.ai is all about. We will be getting started with Symbl. We will be doing some hands-on activities. You will hit some endpoints to get started with Symbl, followed by a WebSocket demo. And at the end, we will open the round for all the Q&A. So what Symbl.ai is? Symbl.ai is a conversation intelligence platform that enables you to add AI and ML on top of your voice, video, or text communication interfaces. Think of Symbl as one-stop shop to manage all your conversations and generate automated speech recognition, sentiments, actions, questions, custom intents, topics, and conversation analytics. There's so much more into this application without building and scaling ML in real time. We also have an awesome suite of APIs and SDKs that works with the REST interface for recorded files, URLs, or even streaming audio using WebSockets. If you are a voice developer, you will definitely geek out on this. And if you are not, you will be one today. Apart from that, you can also stream audio directly from your device to Symbl, use video recordings or webinars, or build with Agora or Twilio. There's a lot to do over here. We are also domain agnostic, which means we are able to extract unbiased intelligence, unlike typical ML models that are only trained for a specific use case. So we serve as a horizontal use case, and this enables developers to just plug us into their apps and use it in whatever use case they want. And Symbl.ai is also integrated for real-time conversation intelligence on AWS Chime, Twilio, and Agora. And we also have a lot of cool demos available on our GitHub repos as well. So, in simple words, you can think of Symbl as a developer platform for analyzing voice and text at scale. Wherever there are natural conversations, Symbl APIs can be a part of it very easily. And as you know, there has been an increase in the number of people joining communication channels as we have gone remote worldwide since the pandemic. We have millions of conversations going on daily. For example, we have so many meetings daily, and it's impossible to keep a note of all the meeting insights like topics, action items, follow ups, the main summary, and we need to note it down somewhere. So, let's say if someone in our team is on leave, sending him a whole 2 hour recording won't help him much. How about Symbl analyzing the whole text and audio video and sending them actionable items, irrespective of the topics that are not important, hence saving a lot of time. And conventionally, if you have any data recording with you, first you need to gather data, you need to label it, you need to analyze it, and then you need to focus on building the right end user experience so that you can show the results. So we can save you all here. You could simply drop an API into your conversation workflow to get all the actionable items. You didn't need to train any data with any upfront training or wake words. So, what are you waiting for? Let's build and extend applications with conversation intelligence at scale. So, here's a bird eye view of our platform. And as you can see, uh, we have various forms of input over here. We have VoIP, voicemail, video, audio, SMS, chat, email, and transcript. So these are all the raw conversation data that you can process and which is further passed on. And it can be in the form of streaming using WebSockets. It can be in the form of recorded files using URLs or MP3 files, or in the form of real time that's happening synchronously and in the form of batch processing, and which is further passed. And think of it like here's your symbol, here's like all our ML and neural models work, where all the processing and analyzing happens, and then you get results. We offer like speech recognition trackers, analytics, contextual insights. So talking about trackers, like trackers is still in like experimental phase. So trackers allows you to track the occurrence of a certain keyword or phrase in a conversation, so you can identify emerging trends and gauge the nature of interactions. You can define the keyword or phrases in a tracker, and Symbl will return messages that contain same or contextually similar phrases. Like let's say there's a person called Sam, and he creates a tracker called funding. So you can create some phrases, maybe like regarding funding, you need to create decks, something like that, or maybe you need to show the target results. What's your future roadmap? You need to show it to the investors. So all these key phrases can be a part of the funding tracker. And apart from that, you can also create a leads tracker. Let's say there's a sales agent and he has to dial out and get all the leads. So what could be the intents, like the buying intent or the inquiry that people are asking, what are the codes, what are the discounts. So discounts, codes could be the phrases, and their subcategory, like their main category would be the tracker called the leads tracker. And talking about the conversational insights, So we can also analyze and measure speakers' interaction and conversations pattern, like sentence level sentiments, how happy, how sad, or how neutral was the speaker ratio. There might be 3 4 speakers, and speakers overlap percentage. Let's say there's a lot of overlap, it means there might be some heated conversation, or there might be going a debate. Speaker space, talk time, speakers word per minute, so all these could be a part of it. And we also have Symbl Labs, which is an experimental wing designed to share our bleeding edge of AI research on human conversations with anyone who wants to explore its limits. So, as I already discussed regarding trackers, we have real time tracking and personalized intents, accessibility and CI powered research, CI enabled workflow automation. Let's say if you want to use any product management tool, or maybe if you want to file Jira tickets and you want to allot some work, maybe in a meeting, you can create, you can say an intent, okay, get me all the text by 2nd April. So a Jira ticket can be created, and content moderation and distribution, real time or async coaching. Let's say there's one sales agent and they're the best in the whole company. So what type of conversations they are using, what type of intents, what are type of topics that they are using, that can help other agents to perform better or maybe upskill. And conversational quality analytics. So these are like our main bird eye view of our platform. So let's dive deep in, and we have already getting started with Symbl. We got to know how Symbl works. So now let's do an hands-on activity over our Postman collection, and we will learn how to process and analyze conversations. So let me share my screen. So yeah, this is also, so just head over to this link, bit.ly symbol devspace. I can zoom it a little for you. So I will take a minute for you. So using this promo code, you can get directly $150 worth credits. So it's bit.ly slash symbol dash devspace. So, so this is the link. Once you sign up, there will be a platform page. So create an account over here. So let's wait for 15 seconds. Okay, so once you sign up on the platform, you can see the API credits, like you can see the API credentials, your app ID and app secret. These are very important for whatever API calls that you have to make. So this is like the password that you would be needed to process all the APIs. And on the right hand side, you can see the current balance. Like, and now just click on API Playground and just click on process text. So this is our API playground where you can understand how Symbl works. So as you can see, there's a conversation between Anthony and Surbi. So they are talking regarding complaints regarding a bad call reception on mobile phone. So there's a lot of white noise, and they are, so Surbi says, okay, I can schedule a visit from technicians. So that would be helpful, Anthony says. And yeah, so now just click on process text. And once the text is processed, you will see all the conversational analytics. You can also try it with code or without code as well. And whenever we process a text, you see we got a conversation ID generated over here. So as you can see, we got a whole transcript of the conversation between Surbi and Anthony. And let's see what were the topics generated. So the topics were mobile phone, white noise, technicians, and EBSCOP networks. Let's see if there's any action items or not. Yes. So we can schedule a visit from one of our technicians for tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. And is there any follow-up? Yeah, Anthony needs to follow up with the technician about some other issue. So this is how it works. We can also, this is like just a brief. There are more deeper insights of how Symbl can be helpful for you in any project. So can I know what issues you are currently facing? So we have also support for JavaScript, Python, and you can see over here. And you can similarly try it out with streaming audio. You can directly speak or play a sample code as well. So this you can try it out.
This is your local internet service provider. How may I help you today?
I installed an internet service for my new home and it's really slow.
So similarly, you can try it out after the call. So now let's head over to doing the live demo. Just go on docs.symbl.ai. I can also share the link. So once you go on docs.symbl.ai, just scroll down and just click on try it in Postman. So click on run in Postman. So you can fork a collection. Either you can directly run it on browser or you can also download Postman on your desktop. So I've already created a fork multiple times. You can also create your own personal workspace like team workspace or developer space. And yeah, so either you can create. I've already created. Okay, let me create one more to show you. So this is the Postman. So those who are new, what is Postman? So Postman is basically a developer tool for facilitating the process of making API calls to and fro from a client. It does not require you to run terminal commands, create a script in Bash, or build an entire app from scratch to just test those API endpoints. It empowers developers to reduce their time to their first API call to seconds rather than minutes, hours, and enabling developers to focus only on the end results. And on the left hand side, you can see this is our symbol collection. So symbol collection, like Postman collection, is like a set of requests of APIs. These are basically formatted with API endpoints. Like you can see the type of request, get, post, put, and we also have headers, parameters, and the body, as you can see. And so although in a nutshell, Postman is a graphical user interface for curl commands, and the product is much more. So let me walk you over through our Postman collection. And yeah, so left hand side, you can see async API, telephony API, and conversation API. So basically our APIs are divided into three different source types: async, telephony, and streaming. With one or more of these source types, you enable Symbl.ai to begin creating the process of accessing the conversation intelligence. And in addition to these source types, we also have conversation APIs. On the left hand side, you can see that provides you meaningful like transcripts, sentiments, topics, action items, which I just showed you on the playground. And it has also like deeper analytics, speaker analytics, personalized intent, sentiments. And these are essentially the bread and butter of conversation intelligence. And with this APIs, developers are empowered to program their own intelligence into the conversation data. And you can also see your labs API, which is in beta. We have also have summarization API, abstract topics, comprehensive action items. And there's also like a test folder. If you want to create your own request, you can also do it. So now let's do a demo of async API. So before starting with demo, the first step is to do authentication. So just click on authentication and click on generate token. Now, once you click on generate token, click on body. So there are two ways. First, you can directly paste your app ID and app secret from here. Remember, we went into the platform. Just click on the home page and just grab your app ID from here. And you can paste it over here directly, like something like that. And similarly, you can paste your app secret over here. And once you paste your app ID and app secret over here, just click send. So I'm not pasting my app. So there are two ways. First, directly clicking your app ID, pasting your app ID and app secret over here. Second way is you can also set up environment variables and you can generate your app ID and app secret. So I've already created a variable called app ID in my environment variable. So I don't need to paste it over here. So, and so these are the two ways. So now just click on send. Once you click on send, you get an access token, which means it's authenticated. And now go to async API. So now let's do a short transcript demo. Click on body. And here you can see there's a whole content over here. You can also edit it if you want. Hello, so this is a live demo at Symbl, or maybe at Devspace hackathon that we are trying. Maybe you can write something else. So they are talking about the demo and the topics of discussion. And there are also some questions. You can also replace it with your own name. And you can write your own email ID over here where you want the insights to be shared. So just click on send. Once you click on send, you get a conversation ID over here. So just copy the conversation ID from here. So conversation ID is basically a 16-digit numerical value that is a unique identifier of any conversation. So there are every time we process a different conversation, we get a conversation ID. So since the conversation ID is like a unique stamp of a conversation, Symbl mandatory requires you to send the conversation ID to get the personalized result. So copy the conversation ID from here. And now we need to get the insights. So now click on conversation APIs. And now click on conversation data. Now we have used async API. Now we need to process those and get those insights. So paste your conversation ID over here and just click send. So as you can see, we get an ID, type, name, start time, end time, and where we want to send the insights. Now click on messages transcript. There's also whatever we have there in the data. So now it will be segregated in the form of transcripts. So now click on send. So as you can see, so this is a live demo at Devspace hackathon. So that's the idea. And let's see if there are any action items, follow-ups, or questions that got generated. So yes, follow-up generated was Akanksha needs to set up a time and appointment, probably sometime tomorrow evening, where we can go over the document that you are providing. Okay, and let's see if there's any question or not. Yeah, so I just need to discuss with my family in terms of which one will we go forward with it. So we got some questions. I would love to hear more about what you offer. So these are the questions that got generated. Similarly, if you have like an audio or video URL, you can also process it. You will have like deeper insights. Then you can also have deeper analytics as well. The talk time, the noise ratio. So, and now just click on experience UI. So remember, I was also talking about how we can also share those insights with anyone. So now paste your conversation ID over here and just copy the meeting insights and paste it in your browser. So as you can see, it's April 2 and time, and the conversation is roughly 1 minute 56 seconds, and it's just me since it's a sample text. And you can see the transcript and you can see the follow-ups. You can see the questions as well. And you can directly let's say you want to find out where's family in terms talked about. So you can find it out. And if there's an important appointment that was talked about, so you can also find it out. Similarly, you can also process long transcripts as well, and via email as well. Like, let's say, I will show you quickly. So here's a conversation between Kunal, Surbhi, and Vikram. So now just click send. So this time again, we will get a different conversation ID generated over here. So now again, go to get conversation data. Click send. So there are three folks, Kunal, Surbhi, and Vikram, and get messages, transcripts. Now you can find any of the above. Yeah, so these are the transcripts that got generated, and you can similarly check if there were any important topics of the conversation or not. Let me paste. It's a long transcript, so it was taking time. So yeah, revenue growth. So each topic also has a scorecard depending upon the importance. So revenue growth was one of the topic, API offerings, create digital presence, employee growth. So similarly, you can also find out questions, follow-ups, and after the end, you can also try it with Experience UI. This I've already done it before. So here you can see the conversation between Kunal, Surbhi, and Vikram. Let's say if you want to go to revenue targets, you can directly go like 80% revenue. You can also, let's say you want to build an application, you can fetch all these results into a Firebase and maybe create a local DB where you can store it. And you can also share the meeting insights with anyone you want. And you can gauge like questions, ideas, follow-ups, anything you want. So yeah. So let's go back. And let me show you async API. And similarly, we have like audio URL. You can submit new audio. You can store it in Amazon AWS, or you can also directly select a file. So that's how it works. And talking about telephony API, it basically works on PSTN and SIP protocol. The telephony API basically provides an interface for the developers to have Symbl join VoIP calls. Let's say they want Symbl, you want to join Symbl APIs into a Zoom call. So you get results back in real time as well. Optionally, the developers can also trigger an email at the end of the conversation containing the URL to view the transcription insights in a single web page application. So that's how it goes. And you can also check out our summarization API. Like you can process any text or audio file, and at the end, you can pass it on with a summary API as well. So yeah, that's how it goes. So now let's head over back to the slides. And now we will also do a WebSockets demo. So let me show you. Just go to docs.symbl.ai and click on tutorials. Under the tutorial section, click streaming API. And now click on live speech to text and AI insights. So I will tell you more about the WebSockets, but before that, let's do a hands-on activity. So here you can see a full code sample, and just copy the full code sample from here. And remember, this one line const access token. So in between the two quotes, you have to paste the access token. So remember when we were processing the conversation before that, the first step, that's generate token. So we get an access token from here. So you just need to paste the access token in that. So just copy the full code sample. Say I'm opening symbol.ai. You can try it anywhere, and just click on inspect elements and click on console. Just paste the code over here and add your access token. Let me add my access token. And before pressing enter, there will be a pop-up on the left-hand side that will ask you for permissions to grant mic access. Okay, so I'm trying this code on the Brave browser. I'm sharing the screen again. Let me show you. Yeah. So just click on inspect elements. Paste your code over here. And now just click enter. So whatever I'm speaking right now will be getting captured in the form of live transcript. So as you can see, we are getting live transcript, and we are currently doing a symbol demo with Websockets. So yeah, so you can also try it out yourself. So now let me explain you what it's all about. So it's basically symbol streaming API, which is based on WebSocket protocol. So WebSocket is basically a general purpose protocol that suits any application designed for real-time purpose. And it can be like a two-way communication for real-time chat apps, collaboration software, and multiplayer games. So Symbol Streaming API is an API for enabling real-time conversations for any conversation analysis of voice, video, chat, or any live stream directly through your web browser. So this we are doing directly on a web browser, and it enables you to directly tap into the raw conversational data. So you can also try this code and run it in either in your browser or stick it in a script tag in an HTML document as well. Only thing is you need, they will ask for permission, like your browser will ask for permission for a device microphone. You need to access it. So right now you can see whatever I'm speaking right now is getting captured, and some of the topics. So WebSockets simple demo was detected, and let's see if there are more clear action items or topics that were generated or not. So I was speaking very fast. Yeah. So as you can see, it's like a real-time analysis of free-flowing conversation discussing that automatically surface like the summary topics. And you can also add more insights into it, like in our docs, you can add trackers in the script as well. You can also add like this follow-ups, questions. And right now it's basically intents that we have added. So that was all about it. So yeah, so we talked about trackers, free-flowing discussion, conversation analytics. I was speaking very fast over here, didn't capture WebSockets clearly, but yeah, but every other thing is really clear, like trackers, live transcript. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions.
Guys, you can post any questions you have in the chat, the live chat box. We'll wait for 3 minutes.
Yeah, you can collect your questions. Okay, then maybe I can share my screen and we can continue from there. But do try this out. It's like really simple exercise that you can try right now. Let me share my screen again. So I tried it on in Brave browser. You can try it in any browser you want. So now let's head over to the recap. So we have already covered what Symbl.ai is. We also did a hands-on activity with our Postman collection and with WebSockets demo. And we also extract some intelligence out of it. And on the left hand side, you can see we can also plot all these sentiments, and you can create an app where you are adding using time series analysis using Python and Matplotlib. You are plotting all those graphs and adding like sentiments. Maybe if you are creating a mental health application and you are adding Symbl APIs, let's say if there's like a free flowing talk where you want to vent out everything you are feeling. So maybe every month, monthly, bi-weekly, you can plot those charts. How's your performance if you are feeling better? So you can add anything, or maybe you can create any automation tool where you are adding Symbl APIs to it. So think of it wherever there are natural conversation in the form of audio, video, or text, Symbl can be a part of it and can analyze those. So, and the next part of it is like tweet about your experience, and you will get a chance to win Symbl.ai dev swag, that stickers and Symbl t-shirts. You can follow us on Symbl.dev and Symbl.ai. Post your workshop experience on Twitter and use build with Symbl in the post. And 2 lucky winners will directly get Symbl.ai dev swag from the workshop. So there's one question by Kaushal. So how is it different from the tool used by YouTube to do captions? So right now, it like the other tools only provide transcriptions, they provide captions, but we are also providing other insights as well. Like I showed you the WebSocket demo. You can also see your docs. You can also add trackers into it. You can add summary into it. So we are not just only transcription based company. We are more into it. Like we are the first one revolutionizing the conversation intelligence space. We can provide deeper insights into the conversations, ranging from talk time ratio, analyzing custom intents, topics, questions, anything that you could think of. So yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. And apart from that, we also have a Symbl.ai Twitter giveaway that will be live on the Devspace VIT Twitter handle post workshop. And I think the team will share more details via Discord or email. And 5 lucky winners to get a chance to win Symbl.ai Dev Swag and Amazon gift card worth $10. So more details will be live post workshop, and do share your experience, workshop experience with us. And here are our resources. So you can check out our GitHub of the today's exercise that we did. And there are other cool projects on GitHub as well. We also open sourced 3 repos for Hacktoberfest last year. This was the first time. So we did Agora RT app with Symbl and Twilio. So a lot of folks contributed. So it's still open source. Hacktoberfest may be over, but you can contribute anytime. And if you are stuck anytime in between the hackathon, feel free to reach out to us on our Slack community. We are a very active community. We have support available almost 24 hours, like we have folks in India, US. So get all your doubts clear on our support channel whenever you get stuck. And do check out our Symbl documentation to know more about. So this is just an intro. There are more insights into it that you can get. And we are available on Twitter, GitHub, Slack, Instagram, everywhere that you could think of. And sign up and get started with credits. I'm sharing this link again. It's Symbl Devspace. And now I'm opening, and you can take a screenshot if you have. You can sign up just now as well. And let me know if you have any questions. So I can see a lot of excitement in the chat. Do try out all the activities that I have shared, and let us know if you have questions.
There's one question from Julie. How was the accuracy predicted?
Okay, so accuracy is basically predicted like how fast or how slow you are speaking. So that's how it depends. So you remember when I was doing a live WebSocket demo, so there was like uh, more accurate transcript, less accurate transcript. So whatever we are speaking in real time, it takes little time to get processed, and then it shows the exact version, like, okay, this is the final transcript. So that's how accuracy is showed. And even you can also see the score that was generated. Like there are some sentences that are neutral, there are some sentences that are negative, so we have like a less score for that. Let's say we create a tracker where I'm saying I'm not feeling well, or I don't like this, so that have a negative sentiment into it, so that will have a less score. So yeah, and even the more important topics will be highlighted first and will have a more score.
Cool. That answers the question.
Mhm.
There's another question by Aditya. What about languages other than English?
Okay, so we also have support in other languages as well, and we have in I think you can try it in other. There's around like 12 to 14 languages support that we have, and we also have support in Spanish trackers as well. So I can share the links, the language support that we have directly in the chat. So there are multiple languages support that we have.
There's another question.
Mhm.
How many accents is Symbl able to transcribe properly?
So it's currently English and Spanish. And apart from that, the other link that I shared, like for the supported language, it's able to do the transcript correctly. But the major support is in English and Spanish right now. So you just need to add the parameters, like the one that I've shared the doc. You just need to add a language code query parameter. So yeah, so it will be able to support those languages mentioned in the doc.
Any more questions, guys?
Yeah, and I'm also posting the link to the resources in the chat. You can check it out.
There is a question. Where do you store this data and how secure is your service?
Yeah, so all this data is stored in GCP and it's obviously secure. We are not reading your data. So don't need to worry about security. Everything gets encrypted. So yeah. Yep.
I think that's the end of the questions.
Awesome.
Thank you so much to Akanksha and the Symbl.ai team for your time, effort, and zeal towards guiding our participants and equipping them with the skills to make use of the conversational intelligence platform in their own projects. We hope to see you and your innovations at Devspace from the 14th to 16th of April 2022.
Make sure to follow us at CSI-VIT on Instagram and Twitter to stay updated with the various exciting events that we will be bringing your way. Keep an eye out for our Twitter giveaway. Just follow the instructions of the tweet, and you might be one of the 5 winners to win a $10 Amazon gift card and swags from Symbl.ai. We would like to thank you all for your exuberant participation and hope you had a fun and memorable learning experience at Symbl.ai 101.